Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Um, it is quite early. It's not quite 8 o'clock yet. Technically, it's late for me because I'm up much earlier than that. But nonetheless, I'm here. I showed up, and so unsure about what I'm gonna do for the day. I was just sitting here at my desk brainstorming, if you will. I know there's some things around the house I need to do, want to do, but whether or not I got the energy to do it is yet to be seen. Um, but it's nothing drastic, you know what I'm saying? It's just um, me and my OCD, really. I do need to dust again. It's that time again. You know, I do need to take care of that. Run the vacuum a little bit. Nothing major, nothing major. Um, I don't anticipate I'm going out of the house today, which is good because I'm just not feeling going anywhere. So trying to stay grounded. But other than that, I really don't have nothing much going on. So I'm just, going to make my day productive as possible and try to go from there. But with that being said, I am going to not ramble. I'm going to get up and get moving today, and we'll see how the day plays out. I'm not going to film it, of course, because it's nothing you guys hadn't seen before, and it's very little that needs to be done. So, I'm going to go with that. So, I'm going to take care of that, and I'll catch up with you guys later this evening. Okay, guys, I'm back. It's been a long day, very long day. Some things had changed. Yeah, so first off, let's get into it. I did finally get the house cleaning done. And what I spoke to you guys about earlier, just like I said, some light cleaning and dusting, some floor mopping that need to be done. Well, once I got started, I took it a little further. I rearranged a few things. Okay, so I didn't film it because you guys have seen me clean my living room before. So, of course, after that, I went ahead and fixed dinner because, your girl was getting hungry. It was getting early afternoon and I still haven't had anything. Okay, so took care of that. And now the kitchen is closed. Dishes are done, as you can see behind me. Of course, because being that I rearranged a few pieces in my living room, you can now see my kitchen in back of me instead of where the desk was sitting before. But yeah, and let's address the elephant in the room. I know my head looks different. It was another task that I took on today. I've been contemplating about it, guys, for a while. So as you can see, I went ahead and did my head, something different to my head. But what this is, of course, is the crochet look. Now I have tried them before, and they just didn't sit right, or the style, I should say, just didn't sit right. And I'm sure a lot of it had to do with because of what I was wanting done, and I didn't want anything over the top. But some hairdos are just statement pieces. And one of those, of course, was the one I was trying to do. Now, the problem was that, trying to do it on myself was a challenge. And that's why, of course, they failed. And it's not to say I won't try it again later down the road. And it was another crocheted look, except I just wanted it all pulled up on top of my head, and like the bun that they be wearing. I like that. I am generally looking for a hairstyle that I don't have to do much of anything to my hair. That's my goal. That's where I'm trying to get to. And so I decided to give the crochet look another way. And this is what you see here. Now, I did cut it shorter than what it was when I finished it. And because I definitely don't want the length hanging down. So as you see, it's in a bob. And another thing that I did different was I colored the top of it. I love, our gray hair women. I think that gray is so pretty, so pretty. It just has its own character. Gray hair. It just has its own character, and I love that for anyone who has silver hair, gray hair. And so, like I said, I don't have any in my 60 plus years yet, and no, my hair is not colored. Okay, my hair is still in this natural color. Now, but because I wanted some silver, okay, I didn't buy the silver hair that you see here. I actually did the color myself, and it was very, very simple. Believe me, it was very simple. I just took a can of spray color, hair for hair, and it was silver. And I just sprayed, a patch into my own hair. And of course, it won't do no damage to my own hair. And some of the pieces to fall in that area in that same gray as you see. I think I'm gonna cut it a little bit more shorter than what you see. I like how everything came out, but I also have the bottom part of my head still not done, and I did that on purpose because my hair is tapered. I have a pixie haircut. So I do want to show that part of my own hair still. And so even though it's in and I like how it's looking, it's not at its finished styling state, if you will. So, I still got to put my own little touch to it, but I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Okay, now let me share something else with you guys. I got a package yesterday, one I've been waiting for a while. And it is some new eyewear, definitely some new eyewear. And I really need some because I have been wearing these, oh God, for, over 5 years, easy. I always like these. These are my go-to, okay? And of course, my prescriptions, of course, are still the same. They haven't changed. I get my eyes done every year. And so, I've done, I like these. I'm infamous for these on my face. My go-to, as I said. But I want a new style. And some of the new styles that we see in some of these optometry offices, excuse me, they just, wasn't catching my attention, for what they had. The choices were not that great. And I have been to a few different optometrists over the past few years. So it's not always the same one. And because I still wasn't getting anywhere with that, with the choices that they had prompted me to order this pair that I have now. And so what I'm going to do, let me just go ahead and show you the eyewear. Now, I took them out of the box already because the box has my information on it, my mailing information on it. So I took them out of the box. So let's just try them on. Okay. And you guys can tell me what you think. I love these. Love, love, love these. And I got them from a company I'm sure you all probably have heard or familiar with by Zulu. I hope it's not coming to you guys backwards or upside down, but I'm sure you guys have heard of the company, but that's who they are from. I do love the oversized look as opposed to the rectangular ones that I usually wear that I just took off my face. But yeah, I really like these. I do like the fact that not only are they oversized, I like the dark frame around the top of them, and but yeah, I like these. I do like these. Now, what I don't like is excuse me, what I don't like is frames that have the metal arms on them. Um, I don't like those because especially when they thin, because they tend to break easy and things of that nature. I like, the arms on these, um, I guess you would call them the acrylic look. I'm assuming. I have no idea, believe me. But I am really liking that. I'm really liking these. So, yeah, they going to go great with my new hairdo when I get finished dialing her up. But yeah, you guys definitely let me know what y'all think about the glasses, though. Okay, so um, I know what I'm going to do is have my prescription here in the ones that I normally wear put into the new pair here. This is exactly what I'm going to do because I really like these. So, yeah, you guys let me know what y'all think about these. It was a couple more pair I was looking into because I also want to have more than one pair. So, just something to switch up in. Because like I said, these, baby, I done had them for quite some time. Now, inside the box, the original box that they came in, they came well packaged because they came in, this was inside the mailing box. And they come with their own cloth bag that you can slip them into that I just showed you guys. And they also come with, a cleaning cloth for the lens, so which was great. And they also had $7 off, on your next order. And speaking of $7, let me tell you guys this. This pair of eyewear only cost me $7. Literally, it only cost me $7 for these glasses. Now, the name of them, I'm trying to find the name of them. Okay, so the name of this particular pair was called Twala. Twolla. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Well, with the shipping and everything included, it cost me like $16, which is still very, very pocket friendly. So make sure you go have a look on their website. Okay, so yeah, this is definitely wasn't gonna be too long of a video. Like I said, I did get my housework done. I cooked dinner, I ate, kitchen is closed. That means everything's cleaned and in its rightful place. I even had time to fool with my head, got that done. You guys could definitely let me know what y'all think about it. And then, like I said, even though it's styled right now, cut in like a bob, and I do like it. I really, really like it. But like I said, I think I'm going to take it just a tad bit shorter. Yeah, because, I want the height pretty much like in the crown area, if you will, and still wear my own hair that's tapered on the bottom. Like I said, I do have a pixie cut, so, but I'm liking not having to fool with my head at all. That's my goal. But anyway, like I said, yeah, you guys let me know what y'all think about Miss Pam's new hairdo, okay? And the fact that I've sprayed some hair color to get this gray effect in the front. I really, really like that. So anyway, I'm not going to leave this chatty video any longer than it has to be. And with that being said, guys, don't you guys forget to leave me a comment about my new hairstyle, my new eyewear, and let me know what you think, okay? Should I leave it at the length that it is, or should I go ahead and, like I said, cut it just a tad bit shorter? In which I'm pretty sure I'm leaning more towards cutting it just a little tad bit shorter, because like I said, I want the volume in the top, and I think that's going to work out pretty good. So we'll see. So with that being said, guys, thanks for tuning in with me. I hope my video wasn't too boring for you guys. And you guys have a beautiful, restful night. And I'll see you all in the next vlog. Bye, guys.